Today we shall explore the use of track changes collaboration functions in LibreOffice Writer. These functions allow you to review, accept or reject any changes made to your document by either yourself and/or other authors and reviewers. During this tutorial I shall discuss how to set the authors' names in LibreOffice properties, how to turn on the track changes functions within your document, discuss how best to share your document with others, demonstrate as the second author how to review, make changes and add comments, demonstrate as the original author how to review, accept, reject changes made by the second author, and finally turning track changes off. Authors and reviewers' name. For the track changes function to add value, each author or reviewer should save their name in the general LibreOffice properties. This way, when they make a change or add a comment, their name will be associated with that change or comment. From the menu, choose Tools, Options, and User Data. Make sure that your first name and surname are complete. Press OK. To view the Track Changes toolbar, from the menu choose View, Toolbars, and Track Changes. The Track Changes toolbar opens. To switch track changes on, from within your document, choose Edit, Track Changes, Record Changes, or press the key combination Shift-Control-E, or press the Record button in the Track Changes toolbar. Sharing your document with others. Wherever possible, do not share your document using email. This practice creates multiple copies of the same document in many places, all potentially slightly different from each other. I strongly recommend that you save your document to a network location or use a self-hosted application like SyncThing, or maybe even a cloud-based storage which allows sharing, for example Dropbox, Google Drive, Microsoft OneDrive. All of these solutions allow you to share your document with your co-authors without creating multiple different versions of the document stored in multiple locations. To illustrate this point, I, the main author, create version 1 of my document and save a copy to my hard drive. I have one copy. I attach this document to an email and then press send to one recipient. My email software will save a copy of the email with the attachment in the sent mail folder. I now have 2 copies. My recipient receives the email in their inbox with yet another copy. That's 3. The recipient saves the document to their hard drive. There are now 4 copies. The recipient reviews and edits and then saves as another version. There are now 5 copies. The recipient attaches that newest version to an email and presses send. The sent email with the attached copy is stored in their sent mail folder. I receive the email in my inbox with the 7th copy attached. I save the 7th copy from the email to my hard drive. I now have 8 copies. And there are 2 different versions of this document. So, you plus 1 reviewer is equal to 8 copies, 2 versions. If you were to send this document to 2 reviewers, there would now be 14 copies and 3 versions. 3 reviewers, 20 copies and 4 versions. This demonstrates that using email is not the best tool for sharing documents. To make matters worse, you end up with your original document plus 3 different versions of the document, each with different changes made. It is then your job to collate all of the changes made in the individual documents into a single document by either recreating or copy and pasting. Using a network share or a file sharing application and track changes means that all of your reviewers make their changes directly to the same file, negating the need for you to collate or copy-paste. Before I save my document to the network folder, I'm going to ensure that Track Changes is switched on. From the menu, choose Edit, Track Changes, Record Changes. There is no tick in the box here, so Track Changes is not currently switched on, so I will select it. Okay, and here I am on my second computer. This is my networked folder. I'm going to open my document. First thing to check is to make sure that my second author's name is actually in LibreOffice. From the menu, choose Tools, Options, User Data, and make sure that first name and surname are filled in. We can see from the Track Changes menu that Track Changes is switched on, and from Edit, Track Changes, Record is ticked. Any changes we make will now be recorded. The first change I'm going to make is I'm going to add a sentence. I'm going to copy this one and I'm going to paste it down further down. Changes are marked with a line down their side and additions are in blue. I'm going to delete a sentence. This change is also in blue, but the text appears to be crossed out. The headings in this table need to be bold, and the colours in these cells are the wrong way round. Finally, I'm going to highlight this paragraph and add a comment. See, the comment appears at the side. Finally, I save my document and I exit. The changes that I've just made in this document are in the networked folder. The second author has made their changes and saved the file back to the network folder. As the original author, I'm going to now open my document again, and I can see that changes have been made. To manage these changes, I need to open the Manage Changes dialog. I can push the Manage Changes button on the Track Changes toolbar, and it opens a separate window. Alternatively, I can choose from the menu Edit, Track Changes, Manage Changes, and the same window opens. There is a final way of displaying the Manage Change dialog, and that is in the sidebar. In the Manage Changes dialog box, you can see the author name of each of the changes, and as I select them, they are actually highlighted within the document. If you have multiple reviewers, multiple authors, their different names would show here, and you can filter this list to just see all the changes made by one author. Starting at the top of this list, I select the first change. I can review it within the document, and I can either accept the change or reject the change. In this instance, I'm going to accept. The document moves on to the next change. I'm going to accept, accept, accept. The deletion I'm going to reject. One more final change, accept. The actual comment at the side, I can see who commented, and if I choose the little drop down box, I can actually reply, and actually it adds another note. Or I can delete the individual note, or delete all notes and comments by that author. Finally, I'm going to save my document and switch track changes off.